Yo, what up? It's aaronimoses. What up? And today, man, this video is about freedom. Now, of course, one of the Mosiahs sent me this topic because I asked him what I should make a video on. Now, he says another good one is why people can't live free and be the best of them. We've been taught not to live life to the fullest, and we already have a view to reject and accept certain things. For example, I'm open-minded, but I don't understand sex changes or cross-dressing, which I think is from the way I was brought up, and now I'm like stuck with the view of it. I do try to understand, but it's not for me to understand, and I accept that. A man needs to be a man and a woman needs to be a woman, but I do feel that way because I have been raised, but maybe it's not for me to get. Now, we're gonna break down a lot of what you said in that message, man. I really appreciate that. So, number one, living your best life, I think the phrase living my best life or living your best life, I think is very detrimental to society because it goes against nature to live your best life. Number one, you cannot live your best life and be in a human vessel at the same time. That's just impossible. It goes against human nature because we are programmed naturally to be insatiable in specific ways as far as our goals and as far as our lives. The average person changes careers last time I looked, it was 2.5 to 3 times their lifetime, okay? So we do have to understand, yes, there's no limit to how much you can have in this world. There's no cap on how much you can have. There are people who deliberately put themselves in situations to the point where they're stagnant and they're, what's the word I'm looking for, complacent. But I don't think that's very healthy for the human psyche because, I was taught the only way, to be big is to not be little. So if you stop growing or if you put yourself in an environment where you don't have to grow, you don't have to emotionally respond any different than you would have had to 20 years ago, there's nothing new, then you're dying. You're dying. And then, death is not the opposite of life. Stagnation is the opposite of life and death. So I think the whole I'm living my best life, even if you're not consciously, you saying it, it's just not good for the human psyche. You can always be better, you can always be faster, you can always be stronger. I'm talking about mentally and spiritually and emotionally. I'm not talking about physically. Our genetics, yes, we do have a cap on that. But everything else, no. So, number one, stop saying you're living your best life because that's impossible, bro. Okay? That's just like saying I'm dying my best death. Like, nigga, what? Shut up. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is we have to define freedom, man. What is true freedom for you? People generally have a clear idea of what peace means, right? Having a peace, being at peace, having a peace of mind. But freedom for one person might not be the same freedom for another person. For some people, believe it or not, freedom is being in prison for the rest of their lives. For some people, for some women, they can't have freedom unless they're submissive to an alpha male or whatever. You feel me? For some men, they can't feel free unless they have a family or they have a job. If they're homeless, that is for some people, being homeless is the ultimate freedom. Just not having any responsibilities, being able to put all their clothes in a backpack and just go across the country, that's freedom. For other people, that is their personal hell. I know it was for me. So just understanding what freedom is to you. I forgot what book I got this from, and when I find it, I'm gonna remind myself to put the information out there. But the word freedom, in I forgot what language it is too, bro. I think it was the ancient Egyptian language. The word freedom actually means breath. Okay, translates into different languages as breath. Freedom and breath were the same word in their language. And if anybody has any information on that, please let me know, because I forgot. But redefine what freedom is for you, man. Redefine it, define it first, then redefine it, depending on what you need. Okay. So nextly, man, why can't people live their best life and I'm gonna say maximize themselves. Why can't people maximize themselves and feel freedom? Because we're always comparing ourselves to each other. Now, while that is natural, a lot of these things that are natural are to be transcended. It's not impossible, okay? It's not impossible. Jealousy is natural. That does not mean that you have to be jealous and envious all the time. You can reprogram yourself to not be jealous, okay? Comparing yourself to other people. And then I'm gonna contradict myself next after this. But of course, man, the biggest blockages to freedom is religious indoctrination. Having a religion in general, okay, whether that be left-hand path or right-hand path. And when I say left-hand path, I mean Buddhism, Hinduism. Right-hand path, meaning the three-headed snake, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, right? Religion is basically a cult. Religion is a brand. Okay, you're not cool. If you do this, you're going to hell. If you do this, you won't go to nirvana. You're going to keep living this cycle over and over and over. Why would you listen to a human being pertaining to what God has in store for you and what the eternal plan is? That doesn't make sense. And if you have a religion and you follow that, that's on you. But I don't need anybody telling me what God said. I can ask God myself, okay? I don't need you to tell me what God said. I don't need you to, nope, you can't ask those questions. Or if you wanna work with this entity, you gotta go through me, you gotta give me a little money. Like, bro, what? Who are you? Who are you, bro? Who are you? So religious indoctrination, definitely. I would probably say 70-80% of people can't maximize their time and their potential because of religious indoctrination, my bad. Alright, so we already covered that human nature is to grow. And then, okay, as far as contradicting myself when it comes to comparing yourself to other people, understanding that you are your own competition. We all have testosterone, some more than others. But testosterone is ultimately made to motivate and for you to be competitive. This is why women are naturally not competitors compared to men. Okay, women compete with each other as far as their beauty and the healthiness of their children and the appearance of their household and things like that. That's how you express your masculinity, women. But as far as you just living your own life, use some of that testosterone to understand that you are your own competition. You need to compare how much you are not in competition with other people. These bitches ain't fucking with you, sis. And that's a fact. Okay? That's the only comparison you should be doing. How much is this person in competition with themselves as much as I am? Okay? And the more you put that inside yourself, the more you can take advantage of the fact that human nature is to consistently keep growing and don't be stagnant and don't be complacent. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion, bro. When I make my music, when I do my videos, when I do my tarot card readings, I don't know if you're a Mosiah. I know you heard me say, man, these niggas ain't fuck. Damn. These niggas ain't fucking with me, bro. I'm the best. I'm the best at what I do. Am I the best tarot reader in the world? Oracle? No, but I'm the best. Nobody can Aaron Moses better than Aaron Moses. And that's just a fact. Do I care if the quality is this and it looks like that and the diamond's got the clarity? No. Because there's billions of them. There's only one Aaron Moses, baby. And that's a fact. There's billions of them. There's only one you. And when you get past the fact that, yes, okay, certain businesses is based off the numbers and the results, and you're gonna need people to do that, but that's not what you do. You're not a mathematician. You're not a business brand ambassador. You're good, bro. Just relax and just keep doing you, okay? People tell me I need to improve this, turn this up, turn this down, even that out. I'm good, baby, because you don't understand the process. You don't understand the process of this selfless, selfish, narcissistic, borderline narcissistic thing that I'm doing with myself. There's only one me. When people tell me I need to adjust, hey man, it is what it is, man. Nextly, why can't people be free? Because people are not constantly learning, man. There is no freedom in ignorance. Ignorance is a prison. And like I said, let's go back to the first point. Some people find freedom in being ignorant, bro. But those people are people who usually don't get far in life. These people don't maximize. Now, I will say this. It's nothing wrong with being closed-minded. You're not supposed to accept everything. You are supposed to have a filter. This is why we have gender. This is why we have emotions. This is why we have certain things going on in our body, because you're not supposed. That's why you have an immune system, okay? We have an emotional, a spiritual, and a physical immune system, okay? A mental immune system, literally, bro. You literally have genetics in your brain that shields you from becoming mentally ill and developing personality disorders. Look it up. It's called neurogenetics. But we have these neurogenetics on every level: spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, okay? You're not supposed to accept everything. Now, let's say your people didn't teach you that cross-dressing is okay, and sometimes a man wants to cut his penis off and have a vagina now. Even if nobody taught you that, there's something inside your body that's gonna be like, so you have to teach people certain things, bro. Everything is not acceptable just because it's presentable, okay? I'm not saying that I'm against anybody's lifestyle. I don't care what you do, just don't do it to me. But you're not supposed to accept everything, bro. There's people who never even heard of Christianity or Luciferianism that would be like, I kind of just walk through the jungle and meditate and talk to the gods and the trees and the plants and the animals. So I don't think religion is right. People instinctually know religion is stupid, okay? Nobody has to teach you that. Now, if you've been brainwashed from the beginning, there's still something inside your soul saying, hey, this is not the key to freedom. This is ridiculous. Let's not do this. Let's not give our money to God, because I don't think God needs money. Like, everybody knows that, bro. Little kids know that, bro. Baby fetuses know that, okay? There's something inside you saying, hey, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. This is why we have taste buds, bro. This is why we have emotions to judge whether things are good or bad. This is why one of the symptoms of a person being a psychopath is they enjoy bitter food, because the most poisons in nature are bitter. And that means you have some kind of weird stuff going on. I'm not saying if you like bitter food, then you must be a psychopath. I'm not saying that. That just happens to be one of the symptoms. Just like when people don't swing their arms when they walk, that's a symptom of being a psychopath too. The more you know. But you could be like me. I injured my collarbone and my left arm doesn't swing as much as my right arm. I never got it fixed because black people don't take our kids to the doctors when we get injured. Not all the time. Okay. Okay, then lastly, man. Fear, bro. What I learned in this book, now, do I agree with this totally? No, I don't. But what I learned from this book, what the book said was, fear is rooted in one thing, one occurrence. Fear is rooted in man's disconnection from source, from God, from Allah, whatever you believe, okay, from the gods, from Allah, from Jesus, whatever you believe. And if you're an atheist, from knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, okay? When an atheist does not have knowledge, does not have wisdom, and does not have understanding, naturally, which is human nature, you should be experiencing fear, okay? Because what happens is when you don't understand something, when you feel like you're freedom, there's freedom in knowledge. Knowledge is not power. There's freedom in knowledge, there's freedom in wisdom, there's freedom in understanding. And when you take that away, when you take a person's ability to choose away, to discern whether something is good or not, or when you confuse people, that's naturally a state of fear, and you don't even know it. This is why it's human nature to destroy what we don't understand. Now again, a lot of us are very inquisitive, investigative people, so we don't destroy everything we don't understand. But you know, there are those two types of people that are more instinctual in nature, who destroy what they don't understand, or they try to get rid of it. And there are people who are a little less egotistic and naturally driven, who try to investigate and see if they're gonna get hurt by trying to understand it. Anyways, going on. My phone closed, hold up. Understanding, socializing, understanding, like I just said, good, right? I just broke that down. So, 3 ways for you to gain more freedom and understanding is asking yourself, what is freedom? What does freedom mean to me? I want you to look up, I want you to see if you could find different definitions in different languages. Like I said, in that one language, freedom means breath. Breathing means freedom. It's the same word in that language. And I will look through my books. Asking yourself, what if you're wrong about freedom? What if you're wrong in this whole concept? Is there a best life? What is my best life? You do have to understand what your best life would be to an extent. But then when you get there, you gotta go past it, bro. Because your whole life could change in a year. What if just think about this. What if you make a 10-year plan and you accomplish it in 3 years? Some people would kill themselves if they did that. Some people do need that 10-year span, okay? If your goal is to make $10 million in 10 years, and you win the lottery, some people will fucking kill themselves, to be honest. Some people couldn't handle that. I wanted to do yeah, you could give it away to me, but who's gonna do that? Not that many people, right? Right. But, redefine freedom. I want you to look up Presence by a dude named Eckhart Tolle, ECKHART TOLLE. I'm reading 2 of his books right now. Actually, that's a lie. I started one of them and I have the other one. But yeah, this video is pretty long, bro, so I'm gonna have to cut it short right here, man. I'm gonna have to cut this into 2 parts. But yeah, man, it's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Peace.